30-yard punt return by Casey Concepcion has set up the Browns at their own 43. Watson, his first pass in 22 months with a flag flying. He's going to keep it himself, dive head first to the 48.
Personal foul, tripping, offense number 71. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Instead of a gain of several yards, it's a loss of 15. First and 25 for Watson, who will throw, dumps it down, and Blake Whiteheart gets dumped as well after a minimal gain. Second and long for the Browns. Watson looking, throwing, connecting with Jerry Jeudy. Gets it up to the 47. Three receivers to the right for Watson. He's got Sampson in the backfield. And there's Denzel Boston, the second-round pick out of Washington, with his first NFL catch to extend the drive.
He said it was so important to be away from everyone, to disconnect, and to solely be locked in on football.
Aditi, thank you. Of course, his fifth and final year of his guaranteed contract. And here on 2nd and 9, he hooks up with Jeudy. 3rd and 6 for the Browns. Watson throws, Fannin near the sticks, and it is incomplete. Ball bounced before it got to 44. And Watson had him. Actually, it just hit him right in between the fours. I was looking for those, DeFrost. Didn't help at all. Third drive for Deshaun Watson and company. They're going to check it down. That is Dylan Sampson, who's going to lose some yards.
Still one of those positions where you're wondering, is it going to be KP Levinston? Is it going to be Tevin Jenkins? Is going to be able to hold that spot? So that's one of those positions we're going to be watching all training camp, and especially today.
Well, there is a dart from Watson to Concepcion.
Send a message. It's all about installing culture for Todd Monken in his first training camp, and it goes all the way through these games and how you react, how aggressive you are. And
Watson's going to get it and spin. Okay, Deshaun Watson.
Giving you something out of the backfield, catching the ball on third down, being able to pick up some of those tougher third downs after the ball is caught.
Speaking of which, Sampson's got some space. He busted outside into Bears territory, inside the 40, and dragged down by Xavier Woods, but not before he gets to the 32-yard line. Gain of 42 has put the ball in Bears territory. Play fake for Watson, plenty of time, steps up, and he does well just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it 3rd and 3 with under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Watson looks right, throws for Concepcion. He gets it inside the 15, and another Browns first down.
Do you think this is an easy one? You got that one on lock?
Maybe. Another drive for Watson. He hits Isaiah Bond, who makes a nice adjustment to catch it on a ball that was a little bit behind him.
And they really like his attitude and his versatility.
Quick toss to Concepcion. That is a forward pass, and the first rounder moves forward. So 4th and call it 2. Watson looking right. Ball's popped out of the air, and it is recovered by the Bears from a beat Barber. And that looks like an empty hand.
He's never going to be a guy that is going to allow himself to be pigeonholed. He reserves the right to change his mind at any moment.
Watson, plenty of time. That is a low throw and one he wants back. Concepcion had to try and dig it out.
3rd and 11 is just about impossible in the NFL.
Watson being pressured, dumps it down to Marshall. He's got some real estate to cover, and he does not make it for the first down. Ends up 2 yards shy of that.
But he finishes the play, gives the Browns the 2-minute drive they wanted.
Yeah, so Deshaun Watson with a couple of timeouts. There is a flag in the secondary, and also Watson is down. It was Lynch that sacked him. A lot happening on that play because Austin Barber, the right tackle, got out limping.
Defense number 24. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Number 69, Tyree Phillips, has replaced Barber. First down, Watson flushed out, trying to get to the sidelines, and he does. Plenty of time, so you can utilize the middle of the field. Watson being pressured, throws it toward the middle. Looked like his arm was hit. We got a wobbler there.
Browns having a hard time protecting their quarterback in this 2-minute drive. On this one, they've got the tight end in on the left side, but still with a little stunt from the Bears defense, are able to split left tackle Spencer Fano and able to get the hand up into Deshaun Watson's face.
Boston, Concepcion, and Bond all still in the game. They're going to dump it down in and out of the hands of Amani Marshall.
It's nice to see him get his shine. Shedeur Sanders starting the second half for Todd Monken's offense, and he delivers on target. Excellent catch by, this is a really good return guy in Gage Larvidan.
Gain of 23 on the pretty pass from Sanders. And that is not so pretty, but Marshall jumps on the fumble.
Something as simple as just having consistency between quarterback and center position leads to potentially could have been a catastrophic mistake.
That's Kingsley Walking, who's in at center. That ball knocked in the air and thankfully falls to the ground.
Well, you got to find a way to try to make it as fair as possible, but that's just the nature of the NFL. You're going to be playing different guys, and different people are going to be catching your football.
And how about that throw? That is Luke Floria, who's catching the football from Sanders, and the local kid from Mentor, Ohio, and Kent State gets it inside the 15.
Beautiful throw here by Shedeur Sanders. The Bears get caught trying to pressure. They're bringing both safeties and a linebacker. Shedeur is able to hang in there, drifts a little bit in the pocket to create just enough space to deliver the football down the field to Luke Floria. Great job standing in there, taking the shot right at the end of that play. That's a big-time throw by Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders right in their first drive of the game, fires it down the field into a blitz. Huge play for the Browns, opening up a great opportunity to get in the end zone.
Sanders with time, trying to find space. Gets maybe a yard or two. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third, we'll call it a long 5. Browns got to get to the Chicago 4. Sanders looking left. Dumps it out to Marshall. Takes a shot but keeps on going. And he was delivering the pain right there to Dante Manning. 2nd and 11 for Shedeur Sanders now in his second drive. Looks, dumps it down to Marshall. Gets it up past the 25 to the 27. That was one of your keys to the game. 3rd and 5 for Sanders. Looks left, throws, and it is knocked away. He was looking for Malachi Corley. Beanie Bishop, former Steeler and Saint, on the coverage.
Sometimes the best play is just quick dump down to your running backs. Let them get you some yards. Go play another down.
Sanders, the play fake to Sanders. Throws a nice touch pass, but Larvidan gets lit up as the ball is knocked away. Good job by the Bears secondary. Ruben Hippolyte was on the coverage.
Browns running a play action half boot on this one, and Shedeur Sanders knows where he wants to go. He's just got to set his feet up a little quicker and deliver that ball. You can see there's 2 defenders there who are closing quickly, and you want to be able to get that in just a little sooner so your receiver can catch the ball without taking that big hit and hopefully hold on to it.
It's Rocket Sanders to his left in the backfield. Shedeur looks left, throws. First down to Larvidan, who gets hog-tied there and wrestled out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 42. Learning on the fly, was he? Sanders, play fake. Dumps it down to Rocket Sanders, who gets lit up at the 45. And that'll make Todd Monken smile.
I think I can see it from here.
2nd and 8. Shedeur. Ball's tipped and incomplete as the Bears pass rush continues to just push forward. 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the right. Sanders throws across the middle, and that is too high. And it is picked off. It is Beanie Bishop returning it into Cleveland territory before he is knocked out of bounds. It looked like Sanders was trying to get it to Cole Wilson. And this one just floated, Joe.
Yeah, just a bad throw on this one. He had 2 receivers going down the field. Browns try to add max protection on the outside to protect it up, throw it deep down the field. He actually had a guy on the post route that was open that he could have thrown it to, number 87 right there, but he doesn't, and he throws it late and behind the other receiver right into the hands of the Bears defensive back. We know that he can be conservative, he can be reliable, he's going to throw the ball on time. A lot of checkdowns like you're seeing right here. But you want to see, hey, can he actually open the field up? At least 3 years from a rookie quarterback before you really have a good tell on how good they can be. There's just so much to learn at that position.
Gabriel's going to keep it himself. Get enough yardage for a first down past the 35 as Bishop brings him down. Now with under 11 to go. Gabriel, time, flushed and takes a sack as he was being chased by Jeremiah Martin. Loss of 9 on the play, so it's 2nd and 19. Gabriel, pressured, rolls left, throws, connects. Short gain. That is Carson Ryan with his first NFL catch.
The leverage that you can get when you have an extra blocker in the backfield that can get outside, and you can be very creative with your calls.
Gabriel down the field, and he gets intercepted as he overshoots a receiver, and it is B.D. Bishop again with his second interception of the day. He gets dragged down by Cole Wilson.
Just overthrows his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go. Bears are playing zone coverage. You got to be able to put the ball in a tight window. You can't float it. That's what Dillon Gabriel does. He's got a decent pocket here to be able to step up there and throw the ball, but just right in the middle of Browns receivers. Only people available, only people right there were a Bears defender. Spent the whole offseason grinding, working to get better, become more explosive, get back to where he was, and even a little bit more so. Should be a great year for that running back room.
Gabriel dumps it down to Gage Larvidan.
Now it becomes a math game. Even though you feel like he's good enough to be a starting receiver in the NFL, all of a sudden you're starting to count spots, and you're just not sure if there's going to be a space for him.
Well, Dillon Gabriel turned around. He saw a Chicago defender, and he went, yeah, I'm going to get down here. Jamry Chroma, who forced a turnover in the first half, continues his big day.
Fantastic throughout training camp, and they showed up today in limited action, making huge plays on the outside, running the football and catching the football.
Devon Booth, number 29, with a 29-yard scamper to put the Browns in Bears territory. Gabriel, pressured, throws, connects with Ryan. And it's, I believe, ruled incomplete.
Ball being bobbled, you can see as soon as he hits the ground, the ball pops right out. Never had full control of the football. He's a tremendous weapon. So Browns feeling pretty good about that run game. Now they need to get some better blocking up front to be able to showcase it.
Gabriel throws back of the end zone and overshoots Larvidan.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it.
Second and goal for Gabriel. Connects with Larvidan inside the 10 and spun down. And Todd Monken is not going to use any more of those timeouts. That'll do it.
He's good on special teams and provides a spark, and we'll see where that running back battle goes.
Torrey Taylor with the delivery. This is Casey Concepcion, who has to backpedal all the way back to the 12-yard line. Excellent punt, but may have been an alley opening up for Concepcion, the rookie.
And here comes second-year kicker Andre Schmidt, who really impressed everybody last year. 24 of 27 a season ago, including 5 of 6 from 50-plus, and this one being spotted at the 40. So from 50 yards out, Schmidt, plenty of distance, and he is true. Sampson in the backfield, and it's going to be an end around, and that's Concepcion trying to get to the corner, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Casey Concepcion, the first-round pick out of Texas A&M, has scored his first NFL touchdown.
We got the quick jet sweep to the right side. Concepcion does a great job staying on his feet, rumbling, stumbling, bubbling, and sticks the ball out right there at the goal line to hit the pylon for the touchdown. Great effort at the end of that jet sweep.
So rookie center Logan Jones out of Iowa. That ball knocked away, and it was Michael Coates Jr., one of the reserve defensive backs. Real interesting story. He's a guy that didn't even play high school football, was working at an arcade, saw a flyer for junior college football tryouts, went to that, made his way to Division I football, and is now a member of the Cleveland Browns. Remarkable story. Mascarenas Arnold showing blitz at the line. Bears pick it up. Until that happens, Julian Okwara right around the neck of Bajan to drag him down. But it's the Bears with the ball on 2nd and 19 after the sack by Okwara. Bajan, plenty of time, goes to the middle of the field, and that ball is intercepted by the Browns. It is Michael Coates Jr. The man who did not play high school football is now a star in the NFL preseason. Stints with the Falcons and the Raiders. Bajan, second down, pressured, and he is dropped. That's right. It is Corday Sidnor. 3rd and 10 for the Bears. The Browns 32. Using their 3rd different quarterback, Miller Moss. Pressured, ball in the air. Good job by the defensive front getting that penetration. Ball's knocked away. We'll see if he sticks with that plan.
Yeah, defense not able to get off the field really second quarter on. So Shedeur Sanders playing in the 3rd quarter.
Pre-game countdown on at noon. Booth, delayed handoff, busted outside. Inside the 20, the 15, and inside the 10. So a couple of nice runs by the rookie out of Mississippi State.